Live from GameFocus.
Good evening. I am John Talkerson. Welcome to GameFocus Playoff Edition. Tonight, the big game finally arrived, and it was a churlish, churning championship for the ages between our league's two greatest teams, the Surly Shorebreakers and the Skaven Bay Ratineers. This year's host, the Heimberg Dodecahedron, saw a cavalcade of stars, including League Commissioner Lancelot of the Golden Tower Allots, who was on hand to ensure the festivities were fair, or at least that the bribes were evenly distributed. Mundi came screaming out of the dressing rooms, wielding an axe and leading his team loudly to the field. Opposite him, Rat Damon and Ben Ratfleck chittered for all their glory, and the two teams met at midfield for the coin toss and a few early scuffles. Let's go live to pre-recorded reenactment coverage of the pivotal play in the match. Corrugated. It was certainly a battle for the ages as both teams struggled for supremacy, hammering back and forth with gusto. The Norsemen proved to be just a bit more than the Rats could take. As they pulled away in the closing seconds with a big score, we finished this one, Breakers 2, Ratineers 1. Now, let's celebrate our victorious champion.
GameFocus would like to congratulate the Surly Shorebreakers on their amazing season and winning the MEB Championship. Congrats, guys. Looking forward to lots of fun with you next season. And now, a word from our sponsor.
In other news, Skaven Bay was filled with the sights and sounds of poison globes being rolled towards the Ratineers' carriages upon their return. The players donned masks to prevent their immediate demise, and even threw a few globes back into the crowd, with Rat Damon screaming, "You like poison? Well, I've got your globes, so how do you like these poisons?" Narrow Scry has officially begun legal litigation against several other crystal scrying networks for airing MEB replays over the weekend, claiming that the league is now the intellectual property in perpetuity and for all time of the Narrow Scry network. This very show is currently fighting this same litigation, with our lawyers suggesting that, quote, "We were pretty much stealing all of the content anyway, this was really only a matter of time, and we are definitely going out of business." Which this reporter feels is not his problem since he just works here. And finally this week, Mundi was seen back at home celebrating by drinking from an enormous hollowed-out dragon horn, partying with the Heimberg ceiling cheerleaders and bellowing at spectators that came to cheer on the team. His exact words were somewhat slurred, but the Heimberg ceiling cheerleaders suggested that he said, "This was more fun than that time I took the Heimberg ceiling cheerleaders for a bike ride." For the final time this season, we thank you, dear viewers, for joining us on GameFocus, and remember, whatever you do, don't pet a burning dog.
This has been a presentation of Dungeon Raid Operations Media.